Hi, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. This is going to be my first video of 2020, and I figured what I would do to start off the new year is a makeup inventory. I kind of want to, I'm not going to even attempt a no-buy because I know I'll fail. It's kind of like that whole diet thing when you know you can't eat something, all you want to do is eat that. So it's kind of like if I can't buy anything, I think I would go insane. I would buy everything. So I'm not going to even pretend that I could do that. I do want to attempt kind of a low buy and more so more conscious of what I actually need instead of just buying everything. So I guess we'll first talk about my hair. I just straightened my hair. It's the first time I've done this in at least 2 years because I haven't done it since I was sick, but probably much longer. So I look at myself, I feel like I look weird. I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to see how thin my hair still was, so we decided to straighten it because you can't, with curly hair, your hair looks a lot thicker, and so yeah. Anyways, I did film my December Sephora box, my December Fashionista box, and they turned out horrible. The lighting was off. I had just gotten back from vacation. I tried to film them. I hurried and did it, put everything away to where I can try it, and then I finally got on my computer to look at the footage, and it was horrible. So instead of bringing, this is kind of like recapping what the end of the year was like. So instead of refilming those, I figure I'm just gonna wash it, start January. Hopefully I'll be posting a little more consistent. I want to, obviously I love makeup and that's mostly what I want to talk about anyways, but I'm going to try to do all my unboxings. I do Ipsy, I do BoxyCharm, the Sephora box, and Allure, and FabFitFun. I think that's the only ones I do. Oh, Fashionista or whatever, the box or whatever. Is that it? I think that's it. So let's just get started. I do have a little bit of footage that I'll put here if it turned out of me counting through each category. So it's not like going to show you everything. I'm going to kind of give you my numbers, show you a little bit of what my what's it called, that category I guess is looking like as I'm organizing it. And no, I did not organize it. I still need to do that. But I figure if I can, so okay, let's just start and I'll talk about my thoughts as we go. So I printed it out all nice. So let's just start with, how do I want to start? How I put makeup on, should I do that? Okay, let's start with primers. Primers, I have 46 primers, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now I did include in the primers sample sizes or deluxe sample sizes, full size. That would be the only things. Not foil packets, I didn't include those. That would be, I don't even know if I even keep those really, because I don't know where I would have put them. But it's more like the little samples that you can get at least 3 to 4 or more uses out of. So that's 46. Obviously, I'd like to bring that down. I kind of feel like as I've gotten older, I do kind of know what I like in a primer, and I have like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 like favorites. So I kind of want to get it down to that and then just use those. Now I don't want to just throw away, or nothing of these I can really feel like I could donate. I mean, I could probably give some away to friends and stuff and family, but I'm just thinking if I can just use up the little samples and deluxe sizes and the full sizes that I don't really care for, and then just concentrate on the 5 or so or whatever, however many. And I can think of 3 for sure, but I want to be like a little generous. So 5 or so would be nice. Eye primer, I have 9, and to me that doesn't sound excessive in a way, but it does when I know I only use 1. So either I need to just go through and throw some of these out or just use them up, but I found what I like, and I don't really feel like varying from that, because every time I buy a new eye primer I never like it. So, and I always go back to what I always use, so I figured I might as well just stick with the one that I know works for me. But now that I say that, I'm kind of thinking, what if they stopped selling the one that I like and I need it back, I guess like a favorite still. So maybe I should try to have find like my second favorite or something. I don't know. We're talking eye primer, so nothing really important. Okay, so there's primers. After primers, I do my foundation. So let's start with, so I have it broken into just 2 categories. I have foundation and BB cream. So I have 27 foundations. Most are full size. I probably have 10 at the most of deluxe sample foundations that are included in this. I have been trying to use my foundations recently to find what I like and what I don't like, and I have found like 3 or 4 that I think I might declutter. So this category doesn't really concern me as far as how many. Do I really need to keep trying? Probably not. But I have my favorites, and like I said, I just need to stick with those, but we'll see how I do. BB creams, I have 10. That probably is half deluxe size samples, half full size. So I don't really use BB creams. So to me, as long as that doesn't grow, I'll be happy. All right, so since we're doing that, I did include my powder foundations just with my powders. So I have powders separated into 3 categories. I have setting powders, under eye powders, and then powder foundations. So that would be powder that has a color to it. So the setting powder is obviously setting powder. It's all, I believe, all translucent. So I have 33 translucent powders, and I do probably like majority of them. I mean, and that's probably majority full size. I mean, I know I have probably 10 out of all of the powders. I probably have like 10 deluxe size samples, but a deluxe size sample of a powder could last me months. So I definitely need to find my favorites and stick with that. So I have 33. I have only 3 under eye setting powder, and that is mostly because I have a favorite and I don't really plan on veering from that. It is the Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder. I have the loose one and I have the compact one. I'm not really sure what the third one is. Maybe you'll see in the video, because I can't think of what it is. Because that's the only one I can think of that I use. So, all right, and then powder, including powder foundation, I have 17. Again, probably a little excessive, but I like powder, so I don't know. This category didn't really bother me. All right, concealers or correctors, and I don't even think I had any correctors, but I wasn't sure. So I just kind of include it all instead of trying to look at what each of them were. And I have 17. So that is quite a bit, especially, like I said, when I have literally like a handful that I use all the time. So that I would like to come down, maybe find like my favorites and stick with just that. Try a new one here and there, but not 17. All right, so I got that. I'm gonna save the big categories for the fun. So let's do setting sprays. I have 11, but probably half of those are mini sizes. So I do have my favorites. I love the MAC one and the all-nighter spray by Urban Decay, and I like the Morphe one. Those are probably my top 3 that I probably will continue to buy. The rest I just need to use up. Eyebrows, I have 7 eyebrow gels, so not a lot, but probably need to work through that. I have 16 brow pencils. That sounds crazy. Especially when I have like 3 are the only 3 that I use. I probably should go through that and throw out any ones that I don't use, but that sounds like a lot. I have 11 brow gel colors. So this included pomades or obviously gel that had color in it. I don't really use the gel that has color in it very often because I don't have very good brows, so I can't get away with doing that, but I do use it here and there. But I have 11 of those, and I don't think I need 11 when I never use it, really. All right, now the fun categories. Let's do bronzers. So I broke my bronzers up into 2 categories. I have the And these are bronzers and contours. I didn't want to separate them out. I kind of use them for both. Like, I don't contour and then do a bronzer. I usually pick one and I kind of do whatever I feel like. I don't know. So that's kind of why I didn't separate anything that was specifically for contouring or specifically for bronzing. So I separated into powder and cream. I have 38 powder bronzers and 8 cream bronzers. And so I wanted to have a total for the category as well. So it's a total of 46 bronzers. A few of them might be deluxe size samples. Probably not very many. And I will say this does include palettes that had like maybe a duo of a blush and a bronzer, or blush bronzer highlight. I counted the bronzer from those. I do have a face palettes category, so I don't know what made me pick what went where, but I know there was a few bronzer, small bronzing palettes that I counted in this number as well. Bronzer is something that I kind of a love-hate. I used to never wear it. I probably have way too many than I need. My cream bronzers, I am happy with the 8 I have. I really do like them all. I have nothing to declutter from that, but I'm sure in the powder I probably do. Yeah, blush. I have that separated into 2 categories, not by color, just blush. And I have powder blush and I have liquid or cream blush. So powder blushes, I have 56, and liquid cream, I have 17. That is a total of 73 blushes, which I have done 2 big declutters. So that's a total of 73 blushes, which is excessive, especially when I consider that I did 2 huge declutters. And I mean, my first declutter was big. I probably got rid of half of my collection because I just didn't use those colors. It was like oranges, corals, things that I just didn't use. And so mine blush collection mainly consists of pinks and mauves, maybe some nudes, but maybe a coral or 2, but really pinks and mauves. That probably needs to come down. I don't need to probably buy anymore. All right, highlighters. I have highlighter palette, powders, and highlighting liquids. Oh, and like the bronzers, blush and highlight did include a few palettes. Again, I don't know what made me pick what palettes went where, but I do know they did include, either it was an all blush palette or something to that effect. And I counted each individual blush. If the palette had 4 colors, it was 4. So maybe the number's not huge when you look at it that way. I don't know. So highlighters. This is, okay, powder, liquid. Powder, I have 55 highlighters. Liquid highlighters, I have 25. I don't even know how I have 25 liquid or cream highlighters. Like, that just seems ridiculous because I just started getting into cream highlights like this year. So I don't know, but that's a total of 80 highlighters. I will never go through 80. Now, like I said, I did do a declutter, only one. I haven't filmed a declutter with this category yet, but I've done one last spring, and I got rid of a few, not a ton. I kind of have found the perfect color that I like to wear for a highlighter, so I kind of got rid of anything that was outside that. But 80 is a lot. All right, so let's do face palettes. I have 33, and that is after 2 declutters, so I probably could declutter more. And I still even have the ones that I've decluttered. I declutter into a box. If you watch one of my declutter videos from this fall time, you will see that I explain what I'm doing. So, and this is not, these numbers do not include anything that is in my declutter box. That I didn't even count any of those, because those I'm hoping I will get rid of. All right, eyeliner. Let's do eyeliners. Eyeliners, I have pencil or kohl liner, I have liquid liner, and I have gel liner. Pot. And I only have one. So there's good. So I have 1 gel liner. I have 13 liquid liners, which is probably what I wear the most. And I have 50 pencil or kohl liners. 50. And I bet you 75% are black. Out of that, probably 20% are brown and 5% are colored. So, and I will say that most of my eyeliners are little. They're like, I don't want to say travel size, but they might have been point perks, or you could buy a set of a whole bunch of colors to try. I do have a favorite. I love Urban Decay. I love Kat Von D liners. I love Makeup Forever liners. Those are some of my favorite brands that I like. That probably should come down. That's a total of 64 eyeliners, which is ridiculous. And I will say, I did a huge declutter of those last spring. I probably got rid of 2/3 or more of my collection. So 64 still sounds like way too many. All right, we'll do eyeshadows and then lipsticks, and I'm done. So eyeshadows, I have into 2, 4, 5 categories. I have singles. I have singles that are stick and cream together. I have ColourPop in its own section, its own category. And they're the ColourPop pots. And then I have eyeshadow duos, trios, or quads. I count it all together. And then eyeshadow palettes are all together. So eyeshadow single powders, I have 83, which is ridiculous when I don't wear, the only single shadows I wear are my Urban Decay Naked and Buck. Those are the only 2 singles that I ever wear, and I have 83. Eyeshadow singles that are in the stick form or cream pot form, I have 75. 75. Eyeshadow singles that are ColourPop, I have 38. I don't even use them. 38. I'm almost embarrassed. Eyeshadow duos, trios, and quads, I only have 10. I did declutter these last spring and got rid of most of them. Most of them were drugstore that I either didn't wear or that I figured would get more use from some family members, and I sent them to her, who gave them to all of her family members, and then my daughters took a bunch. So that's really why I think that number is so low. I generally don't buy small palettes. I like some variety, so that's why it's only 10. Only 10. Eyeshadow palettes, I have 60. And I did declutter these last spring, but I probably only got rid of maybe 10 or ish, I don't know, but 60, oh, that's so much. That's a lot. So I'm not saying my collection's huge, because especially some of these YouTubers on here have, their collection is like dreamland for me, but I don't have a lot of space. I have a big family. I don't have my own beauty room. I don't have, you know, so I can't store up to everything I want. Plus, I don't want to have to buy more. I have enough to last me that I would rather spend my money on something else at this point. I mean, not that I don't want to buy makeup, because I do, but it's making me realize how much I have, and I need to do better. So last category is lipstick. This I just did a declutter of. So I did one in the springtime, and then I filmed one in this fall, winter time. It posted most of them in December. But I had it broken down into different categories, different videos. So let's just do it. I have 19 lip liners, which to me isn't a lot, but I don't wear lip liners like ever. So 19, I probably don't even need any. I don't know why I have that many. All right, I have 71 lip glosses, which is crazy. I have 14 chapsticks, and chapstick I included balms, so the Fresh Sugar lip treatments or whatever, that's in this category. So this isn't like chapstick, that's like Nivea or whatever. This is like more expensive, luxurious lip balms, I guess. So it has a fresh one. I have that. Is it Lila or Ilia? I can't remember. The lip conditioner, I considered that in the chapstick area. So I have 14 of those. Liquid lipsticks, I have 87. And I just did a declutter. I didn't declutter a ton, but I mean some. And then I did bullet and pencil lipsticks in the same category because I kind of got lazy, didn't want to separate them out. And with bullet and lipsticks, I have 100. So total lipsticks, not counting lip liners, but just, you know, bullet lipsticks, pencil lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, chapsticks or balms, and lip glosses, I have 272. My husband would kill me if he saw that or heard that. So that is where I'm at makeup inventory beginning 2020. I'm not saying that I want this to be like, I'm not going to give myself any, I'm like a New Year's resolutioner that doesn't want to do resolutions that I won't actually do. I'd rather just not set any goals if I'm not going to like try and fulfill it. So I don't want to say that I'm going to cut my collection in half, or I want to use up the third of it. I just want it to not really grow, and I want to tailor it to the stuff that I actually love, I guess. That's kind of what my goal is for this year, to go through my products, figure out, I've thought about it in my mind. I would love to have my lipsticks in an area of, I know these colors work for me with pretty much whatever eye look I decide to do, instead of having tons of colors and not knowing what I like on. I mean, how many times have I done get ready with me, put on lipstick and was like, ew, that looks terrible on me. Why am I keeping it? You know, like I kind of want to just start wearing my lipsticks to figure out what I actually wear or like on me and figure it out to hopefully shrink. Does that even make sense? I hope that makes sense. I don't know. This is my first video of 2020. I am glad to have you here with me. Hopefully this wasn't a totally disaster and this video worked, because that would be a shame, especially with the fact that I straightened my hair for the new year. And happy to say I have no bald spots. I figured I would straighten my hair. I would look at myself from behind, you know, in the mirror, and I would see my scalp, and I don't. So that's a good sign that my hair is coming back. So it's coming back. It's not there yet, but it's coming back. Anyways, this is my video. I don't know what else to say. Let me think about what's coming up. I'm gonna try and film my what happened to me video, hopefully really soon. I'm probably gonna wait till my kids go back to school, just because I feel like I'll have too much distraction with them listening like they are now. And, you know, just kind of want to be able to, they know everything that happened, but, you know, I don't want to bring up a lot of stuff for them. So I definitely want to film that soon. I have all my unboxings that will be coming up for this month. Some good ones. I feel like my Ipsies are pretty good. I did keep my Ipsy Ultimate for this month. If it's terrible, like when I actually get it and see it, I probably will just cancel it permanently instead of doing the on hold or whatever. I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you will choose to stick around. I love watching other people's videos. If you do videos, please post them below, or let me know down below in a comment that you do videos too, because I'll definitely come watch you. Yeah, so thanks guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video, and Happy New Year.